Alrighty then, we're live and direct to you from Woodland Park. We're back. We're back from the Skankfest Vegas. Still recovering a little bit. How we doing, Stevie?
Doing fantastic. We survived Vegas. Nobody got sick. Nobody got blackout drunk. Nobody got lost in the crowd. Fremont Street is wild, y'all. The old strip.
It's like a circus.
Fremont Street.
Lots of activity. We got good morning from Time Wheel. What's up? And we got Bass Jew. Love the Bass Jew in the house. He's back to win another $100 credit. I've never won a giveaway. You guys kick ass. You kick ass. Based Jew. There was a lot of based people in Vegas. I don't know what based means. It was interesting
because there were a lot of they would say I'm Jewish. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Rich Voss was
he was awesome
on the She stage.
He was going after you,
motherfucker. He came after me, Sean, and Katie.
Yeah, he called Sean and Katie
because I was baked out of my fucking mind. I mean,
morning, Gene.
My eyes must have just been humongous, and I'm like, you know what? These lights are a little too much, or center stage, like front stage. And like a lot going on. So I was like, let me put these shades on real quick. So yeah, I looked a little silly. So I was a target. Well,
we were right in the front row. They took care of us. Skankfest, the crew, they designated 10 seats for the whole crew to sit right up in front. And when you're right in front at a comedy whatever situation, they're gonna roast you. They didn't roast me because they knew I was the boss, but they took
TJ Miller kind of fucked with you because
he did.
Oh, you're not a skank? I'm Team Sheath. And he's like, oh, so you're better than us.
It was funny. The thing with that, though, is I did say I was a skank, and he just totally ignored what I actually said. So I just played along with him, and I was like, you know what? He's like, what do you call yourself? We call ourselves Team Sheath. Kind of lame, kind of dorky, but I was on the spot, and I didn't know what else to say. I should have just said skank, she skanks, or something.
Sheath skanker.
But
oh my God. So just to be to tell them the very first, we didn't know who exactly was going to come up. You know what I mean? I didn't anyway. And so this guy Justin Silver comes up first.
Oh my God!
And it was so funny because a couple hours before that, I looked at his flyer poster that was up in the venue, and I was like, "That's an interesting name." I looked at his photo for a few seconds, kept going about my way. And then surely enough, he comes out as opening comedian for Depraved. That was the theme of the show. It's called
Depraved.
Depraved. So it's nastiest, craziest shit.
They said start with your worst joke first and then try to work your way back, win the crowd back. That's what they
pretty much, yeah. I was like, nothing was off limits. And so anyway, this dude just kind of eventually he's like, what's up with this guy right here with the sunglasses? What's your favorite porn? And I'm like, I like big asses. And then he just kept getting more questions. What kind of women? And I'm like, I like Latinas. I'm like, I'm engaged to Latina. And then it got to what's your ultimate fantasy?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm not gonna make something up because I feel like that would be more ammunition.
Yeah.
So I had to admit that I wanted to get my ass eaten and get my feet scratched at the same time. And looking over, it's your boss, even though Bobby's chill, it's my boss is over here hearing it and he's fucking dying and everyone else.
It was so funny letting them rip on you and then Sean and Katie.
I was I'm about to sweat.
It was so funny. But next time I think we get in the second row because it was we were too much fodder for ammunition. They were coming at us. And TJ Miller, that was pretty cool. He's the dude from fucking Silicon Valley, and he's it just it
was surreal for sure.
Yeah, it was surreal. And
my favorite was Godfrey. I watched him as a kid, growing up Comedy Central. They'd have these live at Gotham, the Gotham Comedy Club in New York, and I would see him on that and other big venues and stuff. And that was just surreal. He did obviously all new content. He touched on the gay community, the trans situation. And it was so clever, he's like, they're stealing the fucking alphabet. You're a zebra and you're an a
Xerox
easy Q. teasy, you know, like they're trying to just blend in everything. It's like, hey, what's up,
Thursday,
Dory?
Patton? My mom there. Thank you for joining us, Mom. Yeah, that it was so funny, and they were. Yeah, he was probably my favorite because he was just hitting all the right topics of that you're not allowed to say, but he did it in such a clever way where you can't really question him, and talking about how he's an alpha and like the gays need alpha men because otherwise they wouldn't be born. Because it was like I don't want to go over
No,
his whole
yeah, but
set.
he was my favorite because like it would be, and he didn't roast us, or he didn't really do any crowd work. He just did like he was just right into his set. So that was kind of a nice break from like the first three people roasting us, and then
because
he
they were coming right at you. You were in the center of our whole group.
Rich Voss literally was like, "Take off the sunglasses. You don't intimidate me." I'm like, fuck,
and then you didn't take it off.
Intimidate you. I'm just here like baked out of my mind, like laughing and like chilling. And he's like, "What's up with this guy?" And then I'll say real quick. I have to say what for Sean and Katie, our friends in Sheath. They're light complected, you know, and he just straight up was like, "You guys have the pigment of scallops." And they said, "Did y'all meet at a mashed potato convention?" So, damn, dude.
Okay, so yeah, we got roasted, and it was super fun. Like that was like one of the last events that of the festival that we went to. Albert, Omega, Felicia, what's up? Thank you for joining us. Go to our TikTok if you want, like at Sheath Underwear TikTok, if you want to see, some more behind the scenes of what was happening. It was 3 days comedy festival. I love the fights. We were watching the fights. They had all these. They were pulling people out of the crowd basically to fight each other. It's called Ellis Mania, and that was one of the more fun parts of the show because of the festival. Because I'm into the whole fight game, and I would have loved to go in there. You should have gone in there next time.
I think next time, I know it's like I'm prepping for a physique show, and I would just be stupid to be like, I'm gonna be a warrior and get all beaten up. Like I feel like I genuinely feel like I could have won.
Yeah.
Against those guys, like I don't want to sound cocky.
No, I think you could.
I would never say like I'm a trained fighter, but I just intuitively was like, man, if I had to beat their ass,
most of them weren't.
I would mop them up.
Oh yeah,
but like Mike Harrington destroyed Booger Beard, dude.
Booger Beard got smoked.
Oh my god, this guy Booger Beard he looks like a mini Gandalf or something.
Yeah, like a fat Gandalf troll.
Like a Gandalf, maybe he's not as magical, doesn't care as much, not as charismatic, but he got punched. There's videos of him. If you check out, is it on Insta we reposted where those slow-mo shots?
I didn't see.
It might be on the story.
We missed some of
he was just getting you see the slow-mo right on the chin. So that was cool. Like the ref being like, "Okay, we're done." Like they would not. They would
saved him from himself.
Like it wasn't like a jackass. It was like genuinely like professionally run. I like that Lewis was walking out throughout the venue, just being like, "You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to get punched?" It was just like a fight.
A bunch of pussies. Get out here and fight. Who wants to fucking make a man out of himself? And he was running that show like a boss, like he does. I actually got to do an interview with his partner that owns Gas Digital Studios, Ralph Sutton. So that's going to be one of the podcasts I'm going to be releasing soon.
There you go.
And then also Ryan Long, a big time, like one of the biggest comedian YouTubers that exists. I did one with him. And so that was like very just, I'm honored to be able to sit with those guys for an hour each.
That was wild, man.
Yeah. You were in there for a minute.
The whole venue was so insane. It was like multiple levels and like multiple rooms, and it was like winding hallways. Like it had everything. It was basically like one part would be like a theater, another part's a theater, and they had like
the outside, and then we had full access, so we were able to go back into the green rooms and meet up. I met with Joe List, Shane Gillis, Bobby Kelly.
Oh, he's name dropping Dylan, right now, baby.
Like everybody who was anybody in the comedy scene was there, and we got to like kind of rub elbows with them. We met those not comedians, but the Manscaped guys.
Oh yeah, you had the dinner with Yo Kratom
and the Yo Kratom guys.
What was that dinner? I didn't even get a recap on there.
It was so much like back and forth trying to like brainstorming ideas on how to, work together, improve our businesses. Cause we're in a kind of a weird economy right now, but we're fortunate enough to be doing well so that we can, we sponsored that event. They were the marquee sponsors, and obviously they're doing well. So he was trying to give me some pointers. He was texting me all last night, talking about different ideas, like make
David,
your package look. Brandon and Ben. So this was Brandon. And
was Brandon the one that was
the shorter one?
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, they both were smoking cigarettes. Dude. I think they were getting.
Was so funny. He's like, I'm like standing there with you. You're talking to him by the merch table, and he's like, he like skips over me on the pre-roll, which I don't think it was intentional. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I like meet him or whatever. Like, this is Steven. Like, hey, what's up, man? And then he's like lighting a cigarette. He's like, oh, you probably don't want one. You're a healthy boy. It was like a healthy boy. It was like, is he a doctor? He's like I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. I was like, funny. Yeah, I don't want one, but all right, cool. Yeah,
he's looking out for your best interests. At least he wasn't like, don't be a pussy, smoke this cigarette. Right?
You smoke my Kratom cigarette.
Yeah, he's gonna send me some Kratom. I'm still holding strong on my sober October. I went through Skankfest and Vegas. No intoxication, which was pretty wild, and that's like a high in and of itself. I do want to take this moment to plug Gray Friday right now. If you go to sheathunderwear.com, the whole website is marked down 40% for the whole weekend. So if you're interested, go ahead and take advantage of this. We're gonna still do Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We might do a slightly bigger discount, but we might also be.
You guys are getting spoiled this year.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a Merry Christmas with Sheath Underwear discounts.
I want the whole fucking family
decked out.
Deck the halls with Sheath, baby.
Stuff your stockings with Sheath Underwear.
Dude, I would have loved, like, honestly, if I was like 18 again and my parents got me some badass underwear.
Yeah,
I would have I could seriously see them doing that too. Honey, I got you your sheath. Look, these are gonna stop the sticking. I know it's a mess down there. You're running all the time. You're lifting. You're doing yard work for me. You're just going crazy, pushing carts at HEB. Bro, I would have loved these.
I keep thinking we're going to announce a winner in a little while, but we're not announcing a winner today. We're announcing a winner tomorrow. Yeah, and you need to like replace your whole drawers with Sheath underwear for sure. Get rid of the old underwear. If I would have, when I got like regular righty tighties, that's not so exciting. But these are like luxury, high value.
Actually, like you take your shower and you get out of the shower and you're like, oh fuck yeah, I get to put on my sheath. Like, let's go.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to put them on. You're gonna walk around with a little chub going all day.
Oh,
it enhances the package. Everyone says that. I
can't lie. I mean,
we all know it. Everybody that wears them knows that it improves your profile just enough to make your woman even comment like, "Damn, you look." It happens. We get those comments all the time. So
it's true. I mean, I attest to it. It helps the presentation.
Yeah, the presentation
and the just hygiene, all that presentation,
comfort. You can't beat
there
it.
Are people out there marathoning their one pair. Hey, I mean, there are some pairs like when we first started that I wore so much. The single pouch cotton, it's probably a 2.1. I wore it
2.0.
2.0?
Yeah, 2.0.
Okay, yeah, 2.0. Yeah, it was a shorter.
Right.
That one, yeah, it was like a gray pair I wore for like a year straight. Probably.
Some people, yeah, like I'll hear they have 3 pairs and they have to like rotate those 3 pairs. So now is the time to get that discount so you can go ahead and fill your drawer with some sheath and buy them.
30. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, dude, this guy, a couple of guys have over 50 orders. I could name their names, and I mean like David R. Patton, and
Mark Crawford,
exactly.
OG.
Shout out to the Junk Hyper Sheath Underwear. Hell yeah. What do you think about this? Because this is one of the ideas that Brandon from Yo Kratom mentioned, and he was like, "Why don't you advertise on these porn sites? I can hook." Is that too much? Is that like beneath us?
Too much. It's
Okay.
like we're not. It's not like wear sheath and now let's do porn. It's like no.
Not on porn videos, but like they have advertisement banners and stuff. Yeah, it's like it seems like
fucking. I'm like, God.
We have this
I already
level of cloud, or people think high. We're trying to present ourselves in a way that's words are kind of escaping me right now, but like.
There you go, Matt. He put a thumb down.
Okay,
yeah.
Thumb down. Well, while Matt's on here, Matt, do we have a link to the new video? Is it going to be up in time for tomorrow? Can you comment on that? I only got like 7 pairs, but I'm trying out several kind, but every pair was great. And my wife has to get some pairs for the ladies. It would be good for sales, but not good for morality. Yeah, it's not good for the brand.
Yeah, that's
the brand. It might, and I don't even know I mean, if I've ever gone to a porn site, not saying that I have, I go straight to the business and get it over with and get the fuck out of there super fast.
Trying to watch ads and shit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my.
You're not gonna go shopping. You're there to handle business and fucking get on with your day.
I'm trying to just if it gets to that point where I'm actually going to that site, it's like I'm going to the express checkout. You know,
like I'm not. This is I'm ashamed of myself.
Afterwards, I feel like so many people have joked about this. They're like, as
dirty.
Soon as the act is done, they're like,
"Oh, what did I do? What have I done?
Oh, do I even like that?"
You're like,
no, the browser, clear history.
Yes, clear browser.
I gotta clear my karmic cache.
But here's the thing with like Joe Rogan. Sometimes it's like a maintenance thing. You just got to kind of get the demons out, because it's otherwise you're gonna go
if you're watching it though, like how you would like get on something else like YouTube like every day, like that's a problem. Like
every day, hell no. If anything, it's just like a necessary evil. But if you're doing it every day, get a girlfriend. Because it's holding you back too. Like a lot of
you could just
what
you can go get a girlfriend.
And if you stop doing that, it'll force you to kind of go get a girlfriend.
What's happening?
I hear you. I see you.
Oh, I glitched for a second. I mean, I don't know, adult. I don't even know. You know what I mean?
But the problem with porn, the main problem is that it alleviates the desire to go get a girlfriend. Next thing you know, you're staying in your house, and you never leave because you've been like, you're satisfied, quote unquote. But so you need to stop doing that. Let it build up, and it'll give you the motivation to go talk to some girls.
Can you show that? We're gonna see my fiance Selena's birthday cake. Her sister Izzy just got her this. She just picked this up.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, baby. Sorry. Anyway, it's like it alleviates it, but then it's like, what do I do next? You know what I mean? If you just keep getting in that cycle, like no, it's just not. Yeah, you're staying in more. Like you're content, and all that weird shit happens.
You're like. What is that called when you're just like, you're a hermit now? You got to get out into the world, even if just find a girl. She doesn't even have to be like super hot. Just get it in there and do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then you can build yourself up from there. Build up your confidence. You're not going to build confidence anyways. We'll get off the porn thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like focus on you and work on you, and your dopamine receptors are going to start firing. Like, I'm not a fucking doctor up here, but Matt posted something really good. He was like, I don't know why I'm depressed pack. It was a meme, and it had like all these things. It was like the Pornhub logo, like McDonald's, like too much alcohol, staying up late, like not exercising. It's like, he's like, why am I feeling like shit?
Oh my God. Those are the answers right there.
Like one thing at a time, like removing it from your daily. So much clarity comes. It's so much natural energy.
Yeah, the white tantra. I remember I did that for like 90 days, and it was a test of self-control. There was even a Seinfeld episode about like who has control over their own body. I forget exactly how they worded it, but they all, like, nobody could do that act and then whoever held out the longest won the prize. And I think Elaine went out first, and I don't remember. I think maybe George won. But point is, test yourself. Don't just give in to your temptations all the time. Make yourself stronger, and then go out and actually find someone to enjoy each other's bodies with. Okay.
I don't have any money for a date. 4 weeks, guys. We're giving out $1,000 cash.
Boom.
Let's go.
You can take her out to the moon with $1,000. You're gonna live the life large for a couple of days, or pay off some bills, and then at least you'll have credit, because $1,000 ain't cheap. So I'm doing Sober October as well. I actually started mine mid-September. Thank you, James. And I actually started building up towards that in mid-September. I was like cutting my weed with CBD so it wasn't so strong. I actually had a conversation with this dude when I was getting fitted for a suit the other day, and I told him about Sober October. He's telling me how ashamed he was because he would be so high driving his kids to the park or whatever, and he's been sober for 11 months and he off weed, and it's so strong. It's not the same as it used to be when we were buying like swag on the streets.
It's really
it's like
not.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up. And like, if you're doing the pins and the dabs all day, good luck quitting without like pain.
That's where I'm like, I'm so glad I never got to that point where I'm like, I'm a dabber now, or I dab, like I've done that. I get those dab pens and I would hit it way too many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 20 times in a day. And I'm like, that was a retarded, bro. And then you're just like, oh, and then
it fucks up your tolerance.
And weird, and just
we're on like some weird
I don't care. We're not doing a giveaway. We're just chopping it up with the people. We're just being honest.
And people, you can they're resonating with our honesty.
If you want to talk about something else, comment below, guys.
Just throw a topic on the screen.
What's going on with the weekend? I got
Gray Friday
today. I'm going to Chamagacha. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. Super excited for that.
That's going to be
7 weeks out for my physique show. So this is a nice little cheat meal. And tomorrow we're doing Airbnb. Little tiny.
Do you want to tell them about the first night at the Airbnb when you got lost in the hallway?
Sure. All right, guys. It's embarrassing. I was whacked out of my mind off the dope, dude. I was doped up off that good fucking Vegas bud. Anyway, just like we're out all day walking, so I'm guzzling water, and I was like, you got to drink a shit ton of water before you go to bed, and just not thinking, right? Just being retarded. So anyway, I'm like, man, I am going to piss myself in bed. This is bad. So I had to pop up, and I was not really too familiar with the Airbnb, and like the bathroom was like really far down the hallway. So I pop out of bed, and I'm trying to be quiet because I'm sharing a room with Matt. I'm not trying to stomp around everything like it's my castle. So I go over, dude, and I'm like, I swear to God, I'm convinced someone's in the restroom. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking piss. So I run into the kitchen. I'm trying to get out the back door, and it has like this old lock. And then there's like 3 motherfuckers right here who are trying to sleep. And I'm pulling it open. It's like, no, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking wake them up. It's gonna be a buzzkill. I couldn't even fit out of it, so I stopped. I circled back. I ran to the fucking hallway again. I looked down. I'm like, there's someone in there. And I don't even know. I was going retarded. I even went back into my room, and I was like squeezing myself. And I'm like, bro, you're going to have to piss in the sink. So I ran. I had to whip it out. I had to piss in the sink.
Like the kitchen sink?
Okay, I cleaned it up. Don't worry. But
it still all goes down the same drain. I thought it was funny. Did you have to like get on your tippy toes or something?
Yeah, dude. I was fucking like, I am gonna piss myself. Like I would piss in the sink, then just randomly being like peeing on myself in the hallway like a crazy person. It's like that's like some blackout drunk shit, but I wasn't even drunk.
You hadn't even drank.
I had like 1 drink that night.
Yeah,
I was just super stoned and tired, and yeah, it was just silly. But yeah.
What dispensary did you guys go to? This
we went to.
Oh, I know this guy.
Mango is good. So we got an 1/8 for $38, and they threw in a pre-roll.
Oh, that was nice.
I was like, yeah, that was. And I got root beer. That was a great strain. It was like Shango GMO version, like GMO cookies times root beer. Everything was just so tasty, guys. Like you can't go wrong. We've been to Planet 13 before. That was the last year. That huge one that's like a Walmart dispensary. That was cool, but at the same time, it was just too much. It was like we're in a fucking mall. You know what I mean? They had like a food court. Like it's like cool, but I could just see how there's so many people could flood in.
One pike of peeing, that's you. One pike of peeing on the sinking. I don't know. And yeah, James is saying he's got to get back to work. Thank you for the positive vibes. We're going to be doing a live giveaway for $100 in Sheath store credit tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You're in Central, so that's 11
a.m., baby. That's what we doing. Oh no, I think it lagged again. What in the world is happening? I don't know. Why is it lagging? Hello, check 1 2. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not hearing Bobby right now. It's just completely glitching. I'm gonna try to reset.